This would be the greatest advancement in parapsychology history.
The pages of the calendar belong to eternity. The hopes and fears, the troubles, and the joys we anticipated yesterday, for tomorrow are here. It is today.
Excuse me, nurse. What time is it? Much later. Thank you.
It's crazy.
Sonny, how is he?
You must be great.
I am. Except that I see spiders.
Your father, he suffered a tremendous he's in a coma.
For how long?
I don't know. I looked in all the medical textbooks, but
But
I couldn't find anything on the explosions and operating rooms.
I've got to find out who did this to him, Sonny.
For the newspaper?
Yes, and for myself. I don't believe that there was anything between Daddy and Mrs. Flood. But Sonny, I do believe that whoever killed Mrs. Flood is responsible for doing this to Daddy.
Why?
Because they were in the same room when it happened.
Good Lord, Steen, you may be onto something. You could win a Pulitzer.
That would be nice. But it doesn't really matter. I won't rest until the person or persons who have done this to my father are behind bars. Like my mother.
Miss Misty's been jailed?
Without bail, she's tried for murder.
When?
In the next episode.
How's she taking it?
Wonderfully. Last time I saw her, she was advising her guard to hold on to his oil stock and sell utilities.
That's Miss Misty, always thinking of others.
That's just her way. Can I see my father?
He won't know you.
Perhaps not, but I'll know him.
How is he, Dr. Sky?
The same. As bad as that.
You have to talk to Spring Weatherby now, Hale.
She's not here.
When she comes out.
That would be a better time.
She needs a lawyer for her mother. You will volunteer to defend Misty Weatherby.
But why would she let me?
Have you forgotten? Matt Turney, the town lawyer, has mysteriously disappeared.
But Tempest, I'm a contract lawyer. I've never defended a murderer.
Precisely. And wouldn't it be awful if, because of your lack of experience, Misty Weatherby was convicted?
Oh, that's cute. That's real cute. And then we're in the clear.
Precisely.
Oh, Tempest, you're wonderful.
Oh, Hale, Hale.
The gang's all here.
Oh, really?
The same.
I'll just go check his vital signs and fluff up his pillow.
Miss Weatherby, I must talk to you. It's difficult for me. I'm not a sentimental man.
That's all right. None of us are perfect.
Well, it's Dr. Weatherby, your father.
I know.
He's been so very kind to me, taking me into Weatherby General when the FBI had me under suspicion for plotting with the Iranians.
But you were clear.
Luckily. But Dr. Weatherby had faith, and now I'd like to do something for him.
But you're a lawyer, not a doctor.
Precisely. And since Matt Turney, the town lawyer, has disappeared, there isn't another attorney in Weatherby Falls. So the only thing I can do for your father now is defend your innocent mother.
How thoughtful.
Well, I thought being thoughtful to someone I thought so much of, Spring.
You shouldn't say things like that, Hale. Not now with Daddy in jail and Mummy in a coma.
It's the other way around.
Right. It was the other way around a year ago. Don't listen to him, Spring. It's a trick. Did someone say something?
I heard nothing except the beating of my heart.
Perhaps you should have Dr. Sonny give you an EKG.
No, it's not that. You see,
Miss Weatherby,
Betty!
may I speak to you for a moment? I'm busy. Who is that girl?
I don't know, but I don't like her.
Betty, come back!
It's really quite urgent, Miss Weatherby. I must see you privately. I'm frightened.
No, there's no need to be frightened while I'm here.
You mustn't trust him.
Who is that woman?
You mustn't trust either of them.
You'll have to leave. This is an intensive care floor.
Not till I speak to Miss Weatherby.
I'll call the security guard.
You don't frighten me.
Betty, get out while you still can.
No.
Shut up, you fool! Can't you see that's Betty?
We can't hear.
It's the most exciting show in the
Please come with me. Whatever you have to say, you can say in front of Mr. Storm. He's my friend. He's even defending my mother in a murder trial. That's just it. He plans to lose.
What? That's insulting. I was on the bottom third of my class at Harvard Law.
You want Miss Misty convicted, and that will close the case, and no one will ever know that you and Miss Frost were the ones who murdered Mrs. Flood. Why would they do that? Because she knew too much. She was about to discover what happened to Matt Turney and the other 47 missing people. Do you know? Ask them. Let them tell you how they shipped 48 innocent people into slavery in the Brazilian diamond mines. And when your mother's taken care of, they'll probably send you. Why? Because they need 2 more.
There, it's her. Why can't they see it's her?
Ryan.
It's easy to see that the woman is mad.
Yes, I recognize her now. I believe she escaped from the ward for the criminally insane. What was your name again?
Betty Brown.
That was the name. Wendy!
You must believe me.
Why?
Because every college student in America believes it, and the high school students believe it, and the house drivers and the truck drivers in Wisconsin. I don't know who all. And if people all over America believe in you, you must believe in me.
Wendy, take her down to Ward 11 and tie her down. She's violent.
Wendy!
Get in here.
It's so hard to find good help these days.
No, let me go.
Oh, forget it. Betty! Betty! Betty!
How could spring ever get back to hailstorm? Dr. Sunny will save her.
It's right here, sir. It's starting any minute. It won't take long.
I don't have time. I never even listened to that other thing. Whatchamacallit?
Radio?
You got it, radio. When I retire, I'll have time. I'll listen to radio a little and catch up. Then I'll be ready for television.
You must, Professor Gold. Don't you understand? Her life is in danger.
You're trying to tell me that girly, Gertie Green...
Betty Brown.
That's what I said. I knew she was a color. You're trying to tell me that girlie transferred herself by mental molecular transfer in the student's lounge right into that television show?
Yeah.
Ay.
And then she couldn't get out.
So you're telling me Bonnie Blue stuck in that show?
Right.
Are you sure you're pulling up a full deck?
Professor Gold, you read her notes. You know she achieved a vocal transference.
So throwing your voice is one thing. But throwing your body. She got to weigh 120 pounds. Anyone else here?
Your sister.
The one with the beard.
He doesn't have a beard. Steve Jones.
When did he shave?
I don't know.
So while the whole student body watches the show, only 2 people notices that the girl is in it. 2 and 2 are not making 4, young fella.
I know. Look, I think it's that the kids believe in the reality of the show so much that what's happening around them is not as real.
If that was true, I wouldn't give you 2 cents for the future.
Professor Gold, help me. Help Betty.
How come my sister, what's his name, saw her?
He doesn't care about the show.
And you?
I care about Betty. Look, the show will be on any minute. You'll see her and you'll believe me. You will recognize her.
Sophie Silver? I'd recognize her anywhere.
Right. You'll stay, you'll watch.
Either one of the 2 things. I'm about to see the greatest achievement of parapsychology known to man, or you're crazy, and I dread humor.
I'll get you prepared. Thank you, sir.
Don't mention it. So this is Tilly.
Pages of the calendar, Sabbath communicated. The troubles, joys we anticipated yesterday. It is today.
Calling the anesthetist. Oh, for Pete's sake, wake up.
You, what are you doing?